Hello? I am live. All right, let's check this out. Pop-up chat. All right. I am gonna shiny hunt Mew, but first I'm gonna check this outbreak for Growlithe in Legends. So let me switch over. What's up, Peridot? Welcome in. Switch to this. So I think it's storming here. Apparently there's like severe thunderstorm watch here. So hopefully the power doesn't go out. Hopefully everything's fine. But I have a Growlithe outbreak that I gotta go to and check out. Hope there's an alpha here. I'm pretty sure Growlithe, outside of Unknown, Growlithe and female Snover are like the only alphas I need. What's up, Thor? Thank you for the shiny lock. These don't look alpha. I think I'm just gonna catch them. Okay, that's cool. Glitching. That's an Arcanine. The Arcanine has crazy range. That's another Arcanine. What's up, Hudon? You can get to catch your last stream, but you got Alpha Magneton and Alpha Shieldon. Nice. Congrats. I still need Alpha Magnemite. So I'm like, this is it for this outbreak. Unfortunate. Your Mount Battle Ho is almost a Ribbon Master. Nice. It's too bad you can't get that like shiny or anything. That'd be crazy if you could hunt it. I don't know how you would even be able to hunt it. This thing is double weak to water and is in rainy weather, and it didn't die to that water pulse. That's insane. All right, well, I'm not gonna go around checking all the outbreaks for shinies. You're resetting for shiny Alpha Crobat? Nice. Good luck, good luck. Alright, let's get rid of these guys. So, oh, I need Munchlax too. It's like, out of like regular stuff, outside of Unknown, I pretty much just need Growlithe, female Snover, and Munchlax Alpha. Then it's like Unknowns and Distortions and Cherim. Shadow Metagross is like a 15-minute reset. Yeah, yeah. They're really tough, those Shadow shinies. I like how he has to tell me there's nothing to add to the Pokedex at this time, every time, because there's literally nothing I can add to the Pokedex. Okay, can we, like, not have an outbreak here every time? I mean, I'll check it. I want to get Magnemite. Can't be getting Magnemite when we keep getting massive mass outbreaks. Okay, no Growliths, so we're just reset. All your shadows are now in home, and you're wondering if you should evolve them like Stantler into Weirdeer. I think that'd be cool if you did that. There's definitely thunderstorms happening right now. Hopefully it's not super close. A Weirdeer from Ore. It would just say from a faraway place, but... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do this time. Because I really want alphas. And this is probably gonna be like a shorter stream anyway, because I started so late. I'm gonna check this to see if there's unknown outbreak. But yeah, the Weirdeer, you would at least, you'd have like the Purify ribbon on, which would be cool. Unknown outbreak, nice. Alright, let's check it. Probably just catch these. I'll probably just reset over them unless I get a shiny or alpha. I think it's pouring rain now. Oh, that was it. Okay. Nothing. Yeah, the national ribbon. That's the Purify one, right? Okay, now I'm gonna go to the coastlands and we're gonna wait for outbreaks. Or distortions, my bad. Also, if I randomly end stream, it's either because the power went out or we disconnected, and I probably won't go back online if that happens. Just a fair warning. Fair warning. Yeah, it's just raining. It doesn't seem that bad. Apparently there's like crazy storms, I think, to the north of me. Alright, now we're good to wait. Alright, time to actually start shiny hunting. Oh, I need to like move stuff over. I don't have space for my controller. Alright, hold on. Why do I feel like I have no space? What is happening here? I guess that's fine. Okay. Need to get rid of these Joy-Cons because Joy-Cons make the Switch too big. Cyrus, why is he in this game? Because you can get Cyrus's outfit in this game. It's pretty funny. I don't know if it was like an event or something, but I like went to the clothing shop and they were just like, here's all this like modern gear. And it was that. And I don't know if it was like from an event or something else. He's in the past. It isn't Cyrus. It's your character. It's just the outfit. All right. Seems like it's raining pretty hard, but hopefully that doesn't stop us. I gotta get my Bidoof counter. I gotta get my Mew counter up. I have nothing up. What the heck? Yeah, it's storming pretty bad. Maybe I shouldn't be on the top floor with all this, like, electronics around me. It literally, I kid you not, it started storming right as I, like, went live, too. Oh, it's BDSP save data? Oh, okay, that makes sense. So it's, like, kind of an event, but not really. Okay. You gotta get Dialga BRB. You just gotta go casually grab a Dialga. You got Dialga. I don't know what to do now. I don't know what you're, like, referring to, though. Like, what game? Like, what are we talking about? You don't know? Are you just, like, blind and deaf and whatever? Like, you just have no idea what you're doing? Let me check the weather, because I'm actually kind of on edge about this. Severe thunderstorm warning and severe thunderstorm. Where's this at? Around 3:10. And maybe I shouldn't be streaming. Apparently it's supposed to be over by like what's this time? 3:37? 3:40? I don't know. Take shelter could very well just mean be inside and not outside. Do you call that a storm? It is what the definition of a storm, so yes, I guess I would call it a storm. I think a thunderstorm would be considered a storm, but it doesn't seem like it's supposed to last that long. Which is funny because the weather yesterday was saying it was supposed to be like north of us, and it's like right on top of us, so I don't know what they were talking about. Lightning flashes every second. I doubt it was every actual second for 2 days straight, but I mean, lightning does flash quite a lot when it is a thunderstorm, so that is kind of the general, like, what happens during a thunderstorm. Crazy enough. I once had, this was so weird. One of the weirdest experiences I've had with lightning was, this screen went dim, and I swear I lost power, and I was like, what happened? It'd be a lot darker if I lost power. We were camping. I kid you not, we were camping, and it was, like, sunny out. And we were in a camper, so we weren't, like, outside. But because it was, like, raining. Like, it was raining, but it was sunny at the same time. It was really weird. And then all of a sudden, we heard this lightning strike. And it had to have been so close to us because it sounded like an actual explosion went off. And it was so crazy. And it was like sunny out when it was happening. It was really weird. And I've never had lightning strike that close to me. I didn't see it. We were inside, so I didn't, like, see it. But it was like, I've never had lightning sound like that before because of how close it was. And it, like, didn't continue. It was, like, a one-time thing. Because it, like, really wasn't, like... It was really weird. Very bizarre. I don't think it was, like, actually sunny. It might have just been, like, an opening in the clouds that was, like, over us. But yeah, it was, like, raining, and there was sunlight. And then there was a bolt of lightning, like, pretty darn close to us. Oh, 2 days ago. Oh, I see. I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't think... Usually thunderstorms don't last 2 full days. They usually last, like, an hour. Or, like, 2. I don't... Usually, low-key, thunderstorms never really last that long. Because they're usually just, like, moving pretty quickly. What's up, GeoClone? Welcome in. You're trying to follow your Gen 6 living decks, but when you try to switch your region, told you you will lose bank. How do you get past this? So, I didn't know that was a thing, but the best workaround for it is to just use a secondary device, like a secondary DS. That's what I did. So, like, me resetting my 3DS and whatnot didn't do anything because it was a secondary 3DS. That's the best way around it. Other than that, I actually don't know how it works with the offline now. But when there was online services, even though eShop was shut down, it would still let you re-download software that you had before. So you would have to, like, reset everything up. But I don't know if that still works now that the online's offline. So there's not much more I could suggest besides, like, have some secondary 3DS that you don't care that doesn't have the stuff on it. That's the only, like, best way to go about it. Yeah, I know Bank still works. We all know Bank still works. We're talking about deleting Bank and then, like, seeing, like, if it's possible to even re-download now that the online's off. No, I did not finish the alchemy hunt. That's gonna be my next shiny hunt, after Mew, though. Once we get shiny Mew, we're gonna go back to the alchemy. Roads had to be clean, so everyone got a full week off of school. You mean, like, they had to get, like, debris off the roads? That would not take a week to do. That's kind of crazy. You sure it wasn't just, like, spring break and it was just weird timing like that? Some schools broken down, some resorted to Zoom in due to flooding. Roads had to be... Oh, there's floods, okay. That's a little different. I don't know what you mean by, like, schools broke down. Did they just, like, lose power? Like, if a lightning strikes a school, it's not gonna, like, get obliterated. They'll be damaged, but, like, it's not gonna get, like, obliterated. And most schools are not made of wood, so it wouldn't, like, catch on fire. I don't know what you mean by broke down by rain. Like, the flooding just caused damages? Like, inside? I don't know what you mean by broke down by rain. Like, I don't know what to picture by, like, you saying a school broke down. Like, I don't... Like, the only thing I can think of when something breaks down is when something, like, falls apart. Yeah, I don't know if it's lightning though. You didn't get the news if it was. It sounds more like lightning wouldn't cause that. It'd probably be the flooding. Like if it floods around a school and it gets inside, like stuff is gonna get damaged for sure. Lightning would if lightning struck a school, there'd be like damages, but it would be like at the top of the school, and it would be like repaired. Like you could get that repaired after like a day or two. It's not like the lightning's just gonna keep repeatedly striking the school over and over again and then like causing a fire. Last week, Cape Town fled due to a level 9 storm, had winds at speeds of 130 kilometers per hour that blew roofs off. That's crazy. Is that like a hurricane or just like a thunderstorm with insanely strong winds? That kind of sounds like a like what you would hear when there's like hurricanes. I'm starting to think that the storm already passed. Apparently it didn't. But it's like, it's not as bad as it was for the first like 5 minutes. I don't even know if you can call it a storm, but it wasn't like a hurricane. We don't usually get any type of natural disaster. It's probably just like a crazy rain and thunderstorm. Like that can happen anywhere. Like flooding and stuff can happen anywhere. It just depends on how much it like rains, really. It's not a hurricane. Cape is called Cape of Storms for a reason. It's just the Antarctic cold fronts creating a worse storm than normal. Oh, interesting. Oh, I might be able to feed my buddy in Pokemon Go. I'm about to get my Sceptile best buddy in Pokemon Go. And then I'm going to start walking. I just got a Shundo Salamence in Pokemon Go. So I'm going to start walking that for Mega Energy. That is, I am not going to... You know what? We'll just watch this for now, I guess. Is that's a male Combi. We don't want that. Cutie Fly is not shiny. We'll catch this because I still want this perfect IV. It's gonna break out. It's pretty neat. I'll just catch these Wurmples. We'll just do that. I have, I have 4 perfect Wurmples, and 2 of them are Party Hat ones. And then 2 of them evolved into Silcoon, so I have, like, the full Beautyfly line, but I need, like, the other ones. Alright. Let's play with the Sceptile. Oh, don't tell me this has gotta be rain, right? Okay, cool. Just feed it a berry. Oh, it is excited. Nice. Storm was incredibly bad, but it did lots of delays and whatnot to airplanes, and much more happened. Roads were closed for almost like 2 days straight. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. That definitely sounds like flooding. And just like intense storm, like, you know, like thunderstorm, windstorm. Alright, we have fed the Sceptile. Gotta add those to the Bidoof counter. I think tomorrow it's gonna be open again. You barely play Go in your muscle memory when you were catching is just crazy to you. That fast catching thing is like insanely hard to explain to someone how to do it, but it is like really easy to do. I just remember, like, anytime there was like someone new to Pokemon Go and I like trying to explain fast catching to them, it's like this 20-step process, and you're like, this sounds ridiculously confusing. Let me just show you. It's like so hard to explain, but it's like really, really easy to show how to do it. It's crazy how it's already been 17 minutes and no distortion. It's gonna be a long one. So happy to be sound asleep 2 days ago. Yeah, it sounds like you got hit pretty hard. Should hopefully be able to do Fire Red Deoxys this weekend. Nice, good luck. You checked the weather and it said lightning struck a few minutes ago. Weather doesn't really say that. It'll just say it's a thunderstorm. Like, you can tell lightning strikes just by hearing it and seeing it. What's up, Aduma? Welcome in. Had to replay the game. Going to do a hybrid hunt with the R4 for backupping saves. Should be here soon. Nice. Yeah, R4s are incredibly useful. I had no idea until like recently that you could use, and I say recently, but like within the past year, that you could like use R4 cards to just back up Game Boy saves, Game Boy Advance saves. And it's so easy to do, and it's like so nice. Found some disturbing stuff with Ruby Sapphire. Some disturbing stuff. Hope I've been well. I've been doing all right. I've had some pretty bad anxiety the past like week. That's why, well, actually past like few weeks now. That's why I haven't been streaming as often. Like even now, I don't feel like great, but I feel good enough to like do stuff. The cart battery is dead. It's good. Fight on doing this custom event hunt. I don't know what that means. Hope you feel better real soon. Yeah, it's just like one thing after the other. Like originally it was like I'm definitely like a hypochondriac where like if something feels wrong, I think it's much worse than it actually is. And then that in turn makes things feel worse. So originally it was just like I had like a pain and like tingling in my leg. And it was literally just like general tightness from like moving. And then it felt like my arm was like hurting. And that was like just probably due to like the anxiety. Because apparently anxiety can like cause you to like, and it's totally true because I totally noticed when it was happening. But like anxiety can cause you to like tense up your muscles a lot. And then that can cause pain, which makes it feel worse. And then this is like unrelated to the anxiety, but then like right after I kind of got better from that, I got this like really weird tingling sensation in my toe. And it was just like really odd, and it lasted like a good amount of days, like probably like 4 or 5 days. Right now it's pretty much gone, but like my foot just doesn't feel great, and that's because one, I was walking on it weird to avoid the tingling sensation, and two, the anxiety is like making it worse. But like that's almost gone now. But now it's like yesterday I started getting these like random chest pains. And essentially these chest pains are what I experienced the last time I had anxiety, which was like 4 years ago. So I'm just hoping like that goes away after like a couple days. It's already like way better, and I can tell like it is just like the way I'm breathing, and like maybe it's like muscular because I'm like tensed up, but it's more noticeable when I like bend, like when I like lean over or something like that. And it was a lot worse yesterday than it was today. So like I'm getting better, but I'm not 100% there. And it's like, even if you know exactly what's going on with you, it's just having even just the slightest discomfort in your chest is just a scary thing. And it just puts you on edge. So even though like, even when it first started yesterday, like I knew it was just the anxiety, but it doesn't make you feel better even though you know it's anxiety. It still just is uncomfortable. But, I mean, I am getting better. I'm hoping in, like, the next couple days or so I'll be, like, 100%. But, yeah. It just cycles. It's hard to ignore it when it feels so real, yeah. It's like last night I had this like really weird dream, and I woke up and I don't even know if it was from the dream or I was actually like moving, but it felt like I was vibrating, and that like also freaked me out. But I'm pretty sure I just imagined it, because it was like once I like was fully awake, I was like, oh wait, nothing's happening. You're bypassing the PAL GameCube requirement for Challenge Jirachi, which needs to be done on Emerald. Interesting. I don't know how the PAL Jirachi, I don't know how the channel Jirachi works, I'm gonna be honest. I know it's random, like it's completely random, like an actual like straight up normal Pokemon, unlike the Coliseum bonus disc, where it's like a set of like 65,000 something predetermined Jirachis, and you just have to like get lucky getting one that's shiny out of like there's like 9 of them that are shiny. And I know you have to like beat the Elite Four in order to access it in game. But I don't know if it I don't know how it works other than that. I don't know if it's like available for Emerald. The Coliseum bonus disc one was only for Ruby Sapphire just because those were the only games at the time. So I don't know how any of that works. And we just are not getting a Distortion. That's fine. Someone wrote custom e-reader cards for events to bypass leading Coliseum bonus disc Pokemon channel. Interesting. What's up, big time Marco? Welcome in. On Sunday, they didn't announce the next 7-star raid, which is off. Normally get raids announced every Sunday. Is it really every Sunday we get our newer? I haven't been even paying attention to that. I'm like, I technically haven't, outside of getting the Shieldon research for Legends, I haven't opened Scarlet and Violet in like months. I'm not even kidding. Like, I don't even pay attention to like what goes on. I know they did like a Kanto starter one, but have they been like cycling through that? I haven't been paying attention to like the Scarlet and Violet stuff. If there's ever an Outbreak event announced where I have been seeing the Outbreak events. Didn't they do one that was it was another Mark one? But it was like a different mark. It was a mark I had already. It was like the Vigor mark or something. But if there's ever an Outbreak event where the Pokemon have an increased chance for a kindly mark, you guys gotta let me know. So that's the only mark I need. That's personality. And I have the Voltorb and Foongus Outbreak event where they have boosted odds. So my plan is to just use that and try to brute force the kindly mark. But if there's ever an event where the kindly mark's more common, I'll just go for that instead. I haven't played Pokemon in about a month. I've been playing a lot of Legends, X and Y, and just been hunting in these games. And I started a hunt in a fishing encounter hunt in Platinum and Diamond. Man, I really just waited 30 minutes for it to turn to intense sunlight. That's so sad. What's up, Spiky or Pichu? It's a pretty dead game until they bring back more Mons from the national decks. They're not bringing back any more Pokemon. They're done with DLC for Scarlet and Violet. They're preparing for Legends ZA. They'll do raid events and Outbreak events. They're not going to add more Pokemon to the game. But yeah, I mean, like, it's so like the most expected thing ever that Scarlet and Violet is a dead game now. Like literally the only thing I see about Scarlet and Violet is competitive. Like, I don't see, at least on like Twitter, I don't seek out people shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet just because I'm not interested in it. So like, apologies if you are hunting in Scarlet and Violet and that's like your main thing you're doing. But like on like Twitter, the only thing I see from Scarlet and Violet is just like battling. It's just like competitive. And it's like, man, who could have predicted that? Actually, literally everyone, because there's nothing to go for in that game. There's nothing to do once you beat the game, besides shiny hunting. But shiny hunting's so easy that everyone finished it, like, a year ago, you know? So, I hope they realize that, and, you know, make the next game a lot better. Actually have some rarity in the game, so that things are actually exciting when you find them. Glad to be done with Scarlet and Violet. I mean, I'm not done yet. I gotta get one more mark from Scarlet and Violet, potentially two. But once we get to that, like, it won't take very long. Like, let's be real, with all the buffs there are for, like, marks and shinies and whatnot, it's not gonna be difficult at all. Like, even though, I forget what the odds are. Do I still have the layout? Let me see. No, I don't think that's updated. I want to say, well, I think it's double this, right? The odds for a mark I need would be 1 in 466.67. Like, that sounds ridiculous, but it's like, in reality, that's with the boosted odds outbreak event, and the fact that I don't even have to encounter the shiny. Like, not only do I have to not encounter the Pokemon to see if they're shiny, I have to not even encounter the shinies to see if they're marked. And the odds are like 1 in 200. And like, it's just like literally in like a session, I can get like 50 shinies or more. Like, I don't even remember. It's been so long since I've hunted for that Litwick. The marked one, not the full odds one. That it's like, I just remember, like, I went really far over odds for it. I think I went over 400 for it, and it really didn't take that long. So I'm, like, not worried about the last mark. What's up, Timeless Dialgo? Welcome in, thank you for the shiny luck. And then I also have to do the Gen 9 Living Dex at some point. So I'll tell you what, man, I'm glad I recorded myself catching Iron Leaves and Walking Wake. Because in Pokeballs, because I'm just gonna literally use those for my Living Dex challenge. Because who would have predicted they just weren't gonna make them available in the DLC? That's so ridiculous. I feel like there's so many, like, stupid things they've done with Scarlet and Violet that make no sense, but in the context of Scarlet and Violet are, like, kind of expected that they did it that way. It's just you don't want to touch it because it's annoying. Wait, what's annoying? You don't want... Oh, you just don't want to touch the game because it's, like, annoying to play. I mean, there's really no redeeming qualities of Scarlet and Violet besides the story. But again, like, once you're done with that, there is just nothing good about the game. And it's so crazy, too, because, like, I have my issues with, like, overworld shinies and, like, the way they, like, kind of dumbed down everything and, like, made it not as exciting and not as interesting. But, like, if they had just had, like, a battle tower or something, there at least would have been something to do post-game, you know? And it wouldn't have been as bad. So it's so wild to me. It's like they took all the... It's like they cut every corner imaginable just to make the game open world, which didn't even work. And then they cut every other corner imaginable just to include DLC, as opposed to having actual just features in the game that were, like, interesting to begin with. So they kept coming back. And I'm still gonna, like, be so annoyed having to buy the DLC again in order to get Iron Boulder and Iron Crown. If you want to make us wait a year for the next game, keep Scarlet and Violet alive. They should at least bring back a few Pokemon through home or put Gen 5 monkeys in Rays. No more story, just small decks up there. I just can't see that happening. But that makes sense. You know, that would make sense. Give us, like, an like, that's the thing, though. It's like, they gave us all the updates, man. Like, when was the last Scarlet and Violet update? It was the epilogue, wasn't it? That was back in, like, February or January or something. Has there been any, like, patches or anything? Like, any just, like, bug fixes? It really does feel like they're just kind of done with the game. No battle tower, can't shiny hunt legendaries, Scarlet and Violet's trash. That's not even, like, all the reasons, but those are 2 valid reasons as to why Scarlet and Violet's trash. It's just, like, what you just listed is, like, a fraction of all the reasons. Thomas Dialga, thank you for the shiny luck. Thank God there hasn't been any, like, what, patches? Why? It'll give people hope that maybe they'll make the game run at higher than 10 FPS. They patched the Smeargle clone glitch. Oh, yeah. And they patched it in, like, the dump... They didn't patch the glitch. They just made it so that Smeargle can't use Transform anymore in order to activate the glitch. They just made it so you can't activate the glitch. They didn't patch it out. If you can hack the game and make Smeargle use Transform again, the glitch will still be there. Which is so dumb, because there is only 3 Pokemon in the entire 1,000-plus roster of Pokemon that can learn Transform, and they just removed the option for one of the Pokemon using it, just because of a glitch they were too lazy to actually just fix. It's so sad. Like, that actually made me so angry. And it's not like I have super, like, intense feelings for, like, Smeargle having Transform. I don't think I've ever put Transform on a Smeargle. But part of what makes Smeargle so cool is that it can learn every move. And it's like, yeah, like, you're limiting this move that only 3 Pokemon can learn. Now it's like, oh, only 2 Pokemon can use said move. Because of a stupid glitch that they just didn't want to patch out. So stupid. Smeargle can still use it. They forgot to remove Metronome. That'd be even worse if they removed Metronome. So you can get Transform with Metronome? I didn't know that was even a thing. I did not know Metronome could give you Transform. Which is kind of hilarious that it can. But yeah, it's like, it made me angry, because it's already... I already have a hard enough time with the fact that they, like, remove certain moves from games nowadays. Like, like, part of what was cool about Pokemon is, like, some Pokemon were genuinely, like, really cool because of certain movesets they have. And then starting in, like, Sword and Shield, they just started removing moves. And it's just, like, now they have it where it's, like, they get different movesets depending on the game they're in. And it's just, like, well, now this whole, like, subsection of what people loved about Pokemon is just dead. No point of getting cool moves on your Pokemon because they will not stay. So it's like, now they're just straight up removing moves that Pokemon can learn. Or not even removing them, but just making it so they can't use it. Because I'm pretty sure Transform just fails when Smeargle uses it. So I wonder if Metronome is the same thing. But yeah, it's just like... It's just like the whole era of Scarlet and Violet. It's like everything that was happening with like the events and like the patches and stuff. It's like, what are they thinking, man? It really does feel like they tried to make the game as bad as possible. What if it was just like a test? Like, let's see how bad we can make this game just to see how much we still like will make money off of it. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure, because Smeargle can still learn the move. I'm pretty sure it just fails when it uses it. Unless they fully patched... No, because they would have to patch out Transform altogether from Scarlet and Violet to do that. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure Smeargle still can, like, have Transform on it. It just will, like, fail when you use it. But I feel like that's just kind of how Game Freak has always operated when it comes to patching stuff. Unless the bugs are, like, actually completely game-breaking, they just won't patch them out. Unless it's, like, a competitive thing. They're really good at patching, like, fixing, like, competitive issues with moves and stuff. But when it comes to, like, just bugs that are annoying, that don't really affect... They affect gameplay, but not to the point where it's, like, gonna, end everything. They just, like, won't patch them out. Like, there's a reason why it's still guaranteed, like, crit catch every time you catch a Pokemon that you've registered in Scarlet and Violet. Also, my lights literally just flickered, so there is a solid chance my power goes out. And it actually just, like, freaked me out. Which is funny, my lights flickered, but, like, the storm is, like, over. It's, like, getting lighter out. It's not... I don't even think it's raining anymore. I just saw someone on Twitter get shiny Mew in Emerald after like 2,000 runaways. And I'm just like, why couldn't that be me? I like make jokes about this all the time, but it really does feel like my shiny odds are like 1 in 16,000. Like, every shiny hunt I do feels like the final boss. Or, like, if this was, like, a normal shiny hunt, this would have been done in, like, a week. And it's like, I've been here for a while. It would be crazy to get shiny Bidoof. I thought about this hunt I'm doing in Gen 4 that isn't Bidoof. I thought about doing it on this save file. But one, I actually can. I'd have to play through some of this game. And two, I kind of don't want to, like, use up my shiny luck on something else. Let's Go feels like that with you. Just getting trashed on constantly besides soft resets. That's how it felt until I realized, or until we learned that the combo method, we were doing the combo method wrong. I felt like that in Let's Go, but that's because I literally had 1 in 10, 24 odds and didn't realize it. So I was just like, I was like, man, every hunt I do is like over 600 on these things. And I still got like a 100, like one's like less than freaking like 300 and whatnot. But it was like more often than not, I was going like 500 plus, and I just thought I was having like the worst luck. And then later on, I found out that I was just rocking 1 in 10, 24 rates, and I actually had really good luck. And I've only had like 1 or 2 like actually like over odds hunts in Let's Go outside of the combo method, which is kind of funny. Because
does put a smile on
yo,
my
Scabby,
face.
thank you for the follow. Thank you for putting a smile on Thanos' face. I do appreciate it. Yeah, there was one time I went triple odds for 1 in 10, 24 in Let's Go. I went over 3,000 for a shiny. It was when I was hunting Clefairy. I think I went over 3,000 for Clefairy, but I also like went over 3,000 for just a shiny, and it ended up being a shiny Chansey of all things, which like sucked. But yeah, I was like, this is ridiculous, I'm going this far. And then, like, yeah, it was still triple odds for 1 in 10, 24, but that was, like, the only time I can think of that was, like, actually, like, crazy far like that. Like, I've actually had really good luck in Let's Go. And then catch combo method, it's so hard to gauge. Like, if you're not keeping track, it's so hard to gauge because it's, like, Going odds or over odds for catch combo method feels like it takes forever. That is indeed a follow alert. We love it. Thanks. I actually made that myself. I used this program that like removes music or dialogue from videos. So I used it to remove the background music from the Infinity War trailer where Thanos says that, and then I animated that like Whalmer Thanos to do that. What's up, McCad? Welcome in. I'm doing all right. First time he tried gate hunting with charm, it was 8,000, gave up, and tried going to chain everything. The catch combo method is definitely like a situational thing. Like, take a look at like my most recent Let's Go video, and it was like I didn't do I like said I was gonna catch combo for Geodude. And then, like, shortly after, like, once I got to, like, 90 or something, I was like, I'm just gonna, like, do, like, go up and down the ladder because you get so many spawns. And, yeah, I ended up finding 2 shiny Geodudes, like, really fast. But then there's ones like Meowth. Like, I struggled so hard to get a shiny Meowth in Let's Go. And that's, like, definitely a hunt that if I had known about the catch combo method, that would have been, like, perfect for it. Because it would have made... Like, not only would I not have gone as many Meowth encounters, but I also wouldn't have phased as much. Because, it makes not only your target more common, which having, like, a combo of 31, whatever, does make your target more common regardless. But just, like, having your target be more common, but the same shiny rate as everything else, versus have it be more common and also, like, double the... Or, like... I think it's like triple the shiny rate of everything else. Like that does make a huge difference. You're doing it even when it's not optimal. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it a lot, but there are some hunts where I'm just like, yeah, I'm just wasting my time doing this catch combo method. Like with the Geodude. The Geodude was just kind of like, yeah, you get like 20 spawns in this. I think you get up to like 10 spawns in that one floor of Rock Tunnel. But when like 80% of them are Geodude and you can just go up and down a ladder over and over again, like, yeah, there's no sense of like having a Geodude spawn, run into it, catch it, wait for the catch animation to go, wait for the EXP level up screen, show your catch combo, and then go to the next one and do that again for like, you know, like sometimes, you know, the golden rule, encounter rate's more important than shiny rate. You're getting 0 results otherwise. It's a you problem. Yeah, eventually you'll start getting some stuff. Watch, you're gonna start phasing on random stuff when you're comboing something else. Just raising the odds for more common targets is enough. In my opinion, game gives us somewhat of a rumble effect with shinies as is, but can see why some prefer upping the combo. I think I understand what you're saying, but yeah, like you're saying like it's not worth it to do it for like the common stuff when you already have like raised odds and their overworld. I agree with that. Like, I definitely think the combo method is more suited for areas that have less spawns. Like, when you're in, like, say the route with Meowth, that's, like, above Cerulean. It's like each patch of grass only gives you up to 4 spawns. Like, that's not enough to just do route resets on. Like, it's just not. It's just going to take forever regardless, and you're probably going to phase a bunch. But, like, for something like Pidgey, like, get your 31 catch combo to make it spawn more, but, like, you really don't need to keep comboing it. You're just gonna slow yourself down, because you'll be seeing lots of Pidgeys. You're 900 with Pikachu, with chaining, not counting extras you've seen, but only 1 shiny. Well, 1 shiny in 900, like, that's still bad, but that makes sense. If it was, like, 0 shinies in 900, that'd be, like, crazy. So that's, like, triple odds. I think my longest combo I went was like 500, and I did it like 3 times. So like I've had overall better luck, but when I have bad luck, I get it a little more consistently with the combo method. Yo, Caseyans with the shiny Weedle and Fire Red. Congrats. I'm a little jealous because I tried for Weedle for so long in Fire Red Leaf Green, and I just got like 4 Caterpies. I got 1 Weedle, but like I had to hunt the other 2 in Platinum. I really hope this foggy weather ends. Alright, we actually got a distortion. It's crazy. First distortion of the hour-long stream. You're not phasing at, or it's so bad you don't even care. I at some point, I don't know, I want to do it. I spent a long time like setting it up, but I really want to try catch comboing the legendary birds in Let's Go. But like the way that works is that it's like the one hunt where the catch combo doesn't affect the encounter rate of them, and the odds of you encountering a bird in general is the same odds of just like finding a shiny with charm and lure down. So essentially what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna have to like phase a bunch and fail every phase I get, unless it's a legendary bird. It's gonna be crazy. Should look into the aura method for Sword and Shield. You plan to hunt a bit of those games. Technically speaking, the brilliant aura method is not really worth doing. It can be like a nice change of pace, but if you have shiny charm, it's just you're gonna hit odds faster with just regular encounters with shiny charm than like KOing all the Pokemon and then only going after brilliance, because the brilliant spawn rate's just way too low. But I do have a video on it on my YouTube channel. If you're interested, I have a video of me finding a shiny Gossifleur. So if you just go to like my YouTube channel and then search like shiny Gossifleur, it's also one of like my more popular videos. So you probably wouldn't have to scroll down very far if you went to like popular. But that explains how the method works and like my strategy. And I got really lucky with it. Once I went for Ralts and went like 700 or 900 or wherever it was for Ralts, that's when I was like, wow, I could have found like 3 shinies just not doing this with just doing like regular encounters. You've seen thousands of normal encounters on top of the 900. Yeah, I mean, like, that happens. That literally can just happen. First phase for Metapod, good luck. I really wanted to see, like, a Metapod or a Kakuna during that hunt, and I just never did. I just saw 4 Caterpies and a Weedle. 4 Caterpies. Like, what is that? You predict shiny Skuntank or Onyx in the distortion? I would prefer Onyx. I actually don't need Skuntank shiny in this game. I found 2 Stunkies already. I haven't evolved one yet. But once I get close, once I like finish all the alphas, I'm gonna evolve like all the duplicates I have so I can like see how much of the decks I have filled out. Catch combo affects no special spawns. No, the catch combo does affect the special spawns. It just doesn't affect the legendary birds. So, like, for, like, Bulbasaur, like, all those rare spawns, like Bulbasaur, Chansey, whatever, having a catch combo of, like, 11 or higher of anything will make those rare spawns spawn almost... It's, like, make... Anubis did the numbers, and they said it's a 50% chance they spawn, but obviously assuming one isn't already there, because you can only get one at a time. And then the shiny rate does get affected, like normal. But yeah, it's hard to start a catch combo for like a rare spawn because they're really rare at first, but once you hit that 11, then it's like really, it's way better to do the catch combo than not for like a Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Lapras. I can't really say it about Chansey. Chansey will just end up hunting other stuff. But for the birds, the combo affects the shiny rate, but it doesn't affect the encounter rate. The only thing that affects the encounter rate is a lure. Normally, the encounter rate of the legendary birds in the wild are 1 in 2,000. But if you have a lure down, it makes them 1 in 1,000. And then they don't go any higher than that, but the shiny rate does get affected like everything else for the catch combo. So if you keep like catching the next one over and over again and have a 31 combo, you'll have the 1 in 273 shiny rate. It'll just take forever to spawn them in. And it's ultimately not the way to go for shiny hunting the legendary birds in Let's Go, but it'd be really cool if you pulled it off, you know? Obviously, the most optimal way is to just grab yourself a shiny charm and then do resets in those static encounters. Yeah, I've gotten a few distortion shinies. I got a full odds Carnivine on my alternate save file when I was playing through again, just to like get an Amorous. I got 2 Mr. Mimes, one of which I failed. And then I got an Onyx in a distortion. And then a Magnemite. I got a Magnemite. Alright, I'm gonna do one more encounter and then we're gonna switch over. Trying to get every possible alpha in Legends. Yes. So for distortions, we need Cranidos, Rampardos, female Sneasel, female Weavile, the entire Porygon line, and 1 Magnemite. And that's it. We literally just got a Magneton that I didn't need. But we need Magnemite. And then outside of distortions, it's like Growlithe, female Snover, Munchlax, and then just assorted unknowns. An assortment of unknowns. And that's like actually just it. And I need to do this distortion, so let me just get that encounter. Oh, you watched that video? Okay. By effect, you mean it does nothing beyond the 11. For the special spot, it still raises the shiny rates of them. Like normal. Like you get up to... The catch combo affects the shiny rate of anything you can catch combo. As long as you're doing it correctly. But yeah, it won't have them spawn more after the 11, because the 11 you'll get the max spawn rate for specifically the special spawns. But still, it's still worth it to combo them, or else they'll just phase a lot if you don't. And you'll keep breaking your combo, and then they won't spawn as much. Hate the distortions, you only had 11 encounters for a Johto Sneasel after almost 4 hours. Yeah, that's why you gotta do what I'm doing, and just like hunt something else in a different game. You're only gonna get 1 out of 500 change. Oh yeah, no, I get that, but it's still worth doing because they normally spawn like they're like normally like a 1 in 100 spawn rate. So it's still, and you're gonna keep doing the combo in order to keep the shiny rate higher, not. But that's how it is for everything. Like once you hit 31 combo of anything, after that it's just the shiny rate you're increasing if you want to continue the combo. You're keeping high, I should say, not you're increasing it further. So it's like the same thing. Still worth doing in some scenarios, especially for those rare spawns. Completely forgot you can even get the birds in the wild in Let's Go. I have never actually seen one, despite all the shiny hunting I've done. But what's crazy is I'm pretty sure I heard one at one point. I swear when I was hunting Psyduck that I heard Articuno's call, but it was like when I was leaving. Where's my remote? It was like when I was leaving. And it like I like while I was leaving to the point where it probably despawned, I swear I heard it. And I was like, I swear I just heard Articuno. I went back up and it wasn't there. So I maybe have had one spawn, but I have no idea for sure. I could have just been imagining it. But at the same time, your odds of finding a bird in the wild are with a lure down are the same odds as just finding a shiny not from a combo with lure and shiny charm. So it's like, technically speaking, I should have seen a ton of birds and I just haven't. You're hunting for execute and Let's Go. You found 11. You found 11 Zapdos before you got 1 execute. That's crazy. Yeah, I have worse luck. Either that or I'm just not paying attention to them. You got a second shiny Pikachu. Nice. I also think you'll do a small side quest of bringing every shiny you can into Legends Arceus to give them the Hisui mark. That'd be cool. I want to try to fill out the full Hisui dex, but at the same time, you have to shiny hunt Manaphy for that. So, like, I do want to shiny hunt Manaphy. I just don't know when I would get around to that. I would also have to just shiny hunt all of those legendaries. That's a really small Magneton. Good. We don't want the small. We don't want Magneton to be the giant one. That's crazy that I just got hit by that. Was that the Magneton? I think that had to have been the Magneton. That hit me from that far away. These homing attacks are ridiculous. It's like every Pokemon in this game gets some sort of homing attack you can't just avoid. Why is there only one Carnivine? Where's the rest of the Pokemon? Well, no Alpha Magnemite. Oh, there they are. Can you even get Onyx from Distortions in here? Or is that the Field Lens? The shiny Onyx I got was from the Field Lens. Your R4 came in nice. Fione will probably be the next Masuda after the Paldean starters. Yeah, Fione's cool. Well, okay, Fione is nowhere near as cool as Manaphy in terms of just like, I like Manaphy more as a Pokemon, but like it's cool that it's just a mythical that you can just like hunt for anytime, which is awesome. You just hunt in like any game that it's available in. Like I appreciate that with Fione. You're debating to go back to Chain Ball, but it's definitely for the rare spawns that you only get like one at a time of. It's definitely way more worth it to chain them. One of my shiny Bulbasaurs I got, it's because I chained it, and it only took me like 70 encounters. And then when I stopped chaining them and just like ran from them, it took way longer to find the shinies. And that was just I just like accidentally did the combo method correctly and didn't realize it. Birds are mad rare when you're hunting Porygon and spent 10 phases. You only ever saw Moltres twice. I mean, that's more than I have. I've only maybe heard Articuno and that's it. But I'm pretty sure I just have like ridiculously bad luck with them. So there have been people finding a shiny one of them at some point. There was one, I don't know if it was like fake and hacked or whatnot, but I did see a video of someone finding a shiny Zapdos in the wild that they actually like comboed for. But it was someone I had never heard of. So it was like someone that like, I don't even know if they made Pokemon content and they were just into Let's Go and they did it. But it was like crazy that just like randomly this one person I had never heard of was like, oh yeah, I found a shiny Zapdos after 70 catch combo. And it was like before I even knew you could just catch combo them. It was before I knew the catch combo method worked, and this guy was like doing it the correct way originally. Oh, scary Alakazam. So yeah, it's just like a little like, and they could have totally done it legitimately, but it's just kind of weird when, from my perspective, it wasn't a credible source. That Rhydon needs, that Eevee is drowning. And yeah, it was just like a little suspicious that they like essentially knew how it worked, essentially. I don't think they knew how it worked. I think they just assumed and then it worked for them. And then they got lucky with it. And then Anubis I think comboed all three of them, but Anubis used like bots and stuff, so it's a little different. They just wanted to show that it was like possible. You play with the sound off in Let's Go, but you soft reset all the legendaries. Well, you don't need sound in Let's Go. Very obvious when you find a shiny in that game. There's also no audio cue for a shiny in Let's Go until you get into the encounter. Rhydon spawns in areas distortions. Yeah, and Rhyperior. Yeah, I think Onyx and Steelix are in the Fieldlands. And Leafeone is on your list to obtain every blue shiny. Fiona is arguably a blue shiny. I don't... It's more of like an aqua, like, kind of greenish. I guess it's like greenish blue, but... Two days ago, you played Shield after months not playing after 3 encounters, found a random shiny Rookie. It happens. It still gives you a lot of candy. Yeah, it gives you a lot of candy for comboing, which is really good for, like, money and stuff. It allows you to get a lot of more Pokeballs, which I'm, like, overflowing Pokeballs on my main Let's Go file. You have the card in your hands, you'll start Fire Red's, start to Fire Red setup later. Weedle or Oddish for the next chain? Go for Oddish. I feel like Weedle's more common. You have more likely chance of, like, phasing with a Weedle. Their dad worked at Game Freak. Yeah, it was just like... And, like, they totally could have done it legit. And they honestly probably did. It was just the context of, like, I had never heard of this person. And it was just, like, I think you can just go on YouTube and just search, like, Shiny Zapdos catch combo. Oh, I can't type it, though. Shoot. Shiny Apdos. Z is, Wait, was it a 31 catch combo? I think it was a 31 catch combo. It's like the second result. Is this it? Is this the guy? I don't remember. I don't remember if that's... I mean, that's the only catch combo Zapdos I'm seeing. I caught a shiny wild Zapdos. But this is the same guy, isn't it? Oh, I think it is this guy. Okay, wait. So I'll actually just link the video. I'll link the video. But yeah, like, it's just like this person I had never heard of. I guess I'll link it in YouTube as well. It's this person I had never heard of. And they, like, also just did it correctly. Got super lucky with it. And it was, like, before anyone knew how the catch combo method even worked, you know? Like, it's just a little suspicious. But at the same time, they could have done it correctly, and it's just coincidence. But I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be right back. It really is, like, expected at this point. Every time I go on a break, I come back and there's some, like, intense weather, and I think it just changed. Which I guess... Oh. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't intense weather. Okay. I thought for sure that was a thunderstorm. I guess it was just rain, because there's no way this distortion would have formed frame 1 after that ended. Alright, but we'll do some more encounters while we wait. I thought for sure I heard a Pokemon target me. That was really scary. Finding every blue shiny was accidentally started when you found 10 normal shiny Gligar before finding a shiny Alpha Gliscor, followed by accidentally finding 3 shiny Rockruff, and further accidentally finding 4 shiny Venomoth. That happens. I still need a shiny Venomoth. But I guess if I'm really desperate, I could just hunt in Scarlet and Violet, you know? Turn the volume back on these games. Open up my counter. I actually need to charge my phone. How many you want? I'll give you 3. I'd rather just find them myself. And, like, again, if I really wanted them, like, super desperately, I could just hunt them in Scarlet and Violet. It'll take me 5 minutes. Plus, there's always a chance I get a Venonat in, like, Safari Week. Would be cool. I always get shiny Eevee and Distortions, but never from outbreaks in the wild. That's crazy. I would love to see a shiny Eevee from a Distortion. I haven't found a shiny Eevee at all. I've gone to a decent amount of outbreaks, too. I did find shiny Cherubi, though, from an outbreak, so that was kind of cool. Happy hump day. Hope it's been good so far. It's been alright. Don't restart Go. The Avatar update is live and it's a nightmare. It's nightmare fuel. Now I'm curious. Let's see it. Let's see how bad my character is. So, this is what I look like now. See that? Let me wait for these spawns to load in. No female Combi as per usual. Unless this one over here is one. Nope. Man, it really does feel like the female Combi is not a 1 in 8, but actually a 1 in, like, 30 for me. I just have, like, no hope of getting that thing shiny. Man, all these weather-boosted Wurmples and stuff, these are good catching. And Q shiny Scyther. That's crazy, it's not shiny. Yeah, let me see what the avatar looks like after this. This event is 1 out of 10 for female for some stupid reason. I doubt it. I think it's 1 in 8. I don't think they adjusted the rates. I think it's just like RNG. They did adjust the rates for Sinnoh Tour though, but they made them full odds, which was stupid. So it was like, for Sinnoh Tour, they were like 50-50 male-female. And honestly felt like there were more females than male ones. But they were full odds. So naturally I could only manage to click like 150 of them and just didn't get the shiny, which makes sense. Alright, let's see if I got any 4 stars from that. Nope. Alright, we're gonna restart the game. Thank you for letting me know, Mike Breck, to see how awful my character looks. You only play Pokemon Go during the summer? Why am I bald? What the heck? Why am I bald? Everything else looks the same, I'm just bald now. That's so crazy. Dude. Bald man. Look at this. What the heck is that? I'm also not wearing, like, the hat I was wearing before. For some reason. That's so weird. I look pretty much the same, just I'm bald now. But I guess I can fix that later. Do wear the mask? Here, okay, we'll do that. Let me just feed my Sceptile again. They delete all your outfits. You had something from 3 weeks ago. Well, you should be able to reapply them. It's just... You probably have to reapply them, you know? Oh, another male Combi spawn. That's crazy. Alright, where's masks? Where's the masks section? Is it accessories? Oh, well... That's for the beard. Oh, glasses. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait, I can't wear the mask and my... Oh, they made it so I can't do that anymore? That was so funny, though. I can't wear the glasses and the Furfrou head. That's so lame. Okay, I just look a little more uncanny now. That's so lame, though. What the heck? That was like my favorite getup, and they made it so I can't do that anymore. Can I just not wear glasses at all? No, I can wear these. I can wear, like, all these with the hat. I can't wear this? That's so stupid. Is there anything else I could wear that, like, will somewhat cover? I could do that. Oh, that sucks, though. I used to have the freaking... this with the Furfrou hair. I guess we'll just do that. That's so lame. That's lame, man. That's so lame. I didn't upgrade to contacts. It wasn't even like actual glasses. It was just like a face thing. Did I have a good weekend? Honestly, not really. When you cancel out of a battle, throwing the ball, does the Pokemon still get caught? It's, if you hit it. You have to hit it. The catch, and it depends on if it breaks out or not, the catch is registered, like, as soon as the Pokemon gets hit by the ball. So once you hit the Pokemon, you either caught it or didn't. So, that's how that works. Well, that's kind of lame that they made it so that I can't wear my, like, best getup for that. Alright, let's switch back to this distortion. Also missing female Combi for the bug event. Well, I mean, I'm missing technically Wimpod and Dewpider too, and I need 2 Cutie Fly shiny still. And I need female Trash Burmy. I have 2 male ones, which is so stupid. And Beautyfly was there for way too long. I got that weird sleeping glitch again. Where there was apparently a sleeping Pokemon over here, and it's gone now, but it still has the sound effect. So many Rhydons. I don't want Rhydon. Like, I'll take a female one, but So many other things I'd rather have. Okay, where's the third Magnemite? Can it be like over here somewhere? There's a Magneton. Oh no, it's gonna be over here, I think. There it is. And it's not shiny or alpha. How do we get an alpha one before, or a shiny one before an alpha? So crazy. You got a shiny male Combi though. I think it's your 7th male. I'm not really clicking the male Combis because I just know I'll get a shiny one instead of the female one. I have one male Combi. They've kind of treated Combi pretty bad lately. They had it featured Go Fest. It like released shiny. And it was boosted odds. But the female was really rare. And I just got unlucky with it. That was like the best event for Combi. And I just got unlucky with it and just didn't get the female, but I got a male one. Then they did Sinnoh Tour. And they made the female more common. Yay, but it was full odds. So naturally no one got shiny Combi during that. Then they're doing this event where it's boosted shiny rate, but the female is just incredibly rare. So it's like, not even the female is rare, it's like Combi's just rare, and the female is just more rare because of it. But it's like, apparently the shiny rate's like 1 in 128, which like sounds great, but when you factor in the fact that like, it's a 1 in 8 chance for a female, you have to on average spawn in 1,024 Combis before you'll get a shiny female one. And that's assuming you get average luck. Like, that's not like a good boost. It really isn't. It should have been 1 in 64 for this event. They're gonna boost the shiny rate. You would catch the males for candy? I don't need candy. They're good for dust, but when they're boosted odds, I just don't want to get more male shiny Combis. I'd rather just click the female ones when they show up and hope that my RNG works. Because what would happen is I'd go like, let's say I like out of some miracle encounter like 200 female Combis and just get unlucky and don't get the shiny. Then I'll use up all my luck by clicking like 3 male ones, and then those will be shiny, and it's just like, if I had female Combi shiny already, I'd be clicking every freaking Combi and catching them all for dust, because they give good dust. Yeah, it's like Combi's one of those Pokemon in Pokemon Go that just makes me like not want to play Pokemon Go because it's treated so badly. Jinx is worse, and I was talking with Mike Breaks, who's in the YouTube chat right now, and he was saying we were talking about the fossils, and it's like, dude, literally the like freaking Unova fossils are awful too, and like Cherubi. Like, there's a lot of Pokemon that are treated so poorly in Pokemon Go that it just makes me want to hunt them in main series, because you can like actually realistically get them in main series. They're treated so poorly that you have to be like the luckiest person in the world to get them shiny, or go to all the like in-person events and stuff that are like paid and extremely expensive to travel to and whatnot. Stupid. Go about 5 or 6 shiny male Combi in Legends Arceus before a shiny Alpha Vespiquen. Nice. I've only seen one male shiny Combi in Legends. No others. Found a shiny Alpha Vespiquen during your first time in the Crimson Mirelands. That is crazy. Never found a static Alpha shiny. I found random Alpha shiny and then Outbreak Alpha shinies. One was a random. What should you evolve your shiny Eevee into? You have Flareon, Vaporeon, Flareon, and Glaceon. I guess either Jolteon or Umbreon and Espeon. Finally got a shiny Mudkip after a year and a half and 11,220 encounters. Also a female, this is Jolly. This is his favorite nature. It took you a year and a half to do 11,000 encounters. What game was this in? Was it in, like, Sapphire? It's crazy that's female. Good night, Thor. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, I'm not on my right layout. There we go. I'm, like, farther than that. 11,220. I'm 11,286 on Mew. This is taking me a couple months to do, and I took a huge break from this, too. It's your first 1-in-8-192 hunt. You got Ruby in January last year, and you've been hunting it on and off for that long. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm guessing like single hunting, right? First, that's a great first 1-in-8-192. The resets in Ruby Sapphire are crazy fast. I definitely want to do the 3 starters in Ruby Sapphire someday. Just get one of each. Did you get any Poochyienas while doing it? You got bored of shiny hunting after hitting 8192. My first ever shiny hunt took me like 24,000 something to get. Almost 25,000. And I kept going with it. It took me like 2 months to get. And then the only reason I stuck with it is because I knew that game could get shinies. It was my first ever shiny hunt, so I was like superstitious about it. But I stuck with it because I failed a shiny Rattata in the same game, so I was like, well, I know this game can get shinies. You got one after 2,200. It would be crazy to get all 3 of them without getting a Poochyena. Absolblogs did that in his, funny enough, shiny lock removal for Poochyena in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. He did a shiny lock removal for Poochyena in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, because that one is shiny locked. And he ended up getting, like, all the starters before the Poochyena. Got a shiny Heracross and Fire Red about a month ago. The save file corrupted. Can't wait for the reclaim. That sucks. That's why you should get like yourself an R4 card. You can back up save files. Although that being said, like when save files, what did you do? Was it a fake copy or like? Because normally, like I've had my save file corrupt before, but it like loads the backup save because there's backup saves with those games. I actually, so funny enough, on my discovery to learn exactly what I need to do in order to trade Pokemon in like Gen 3, I cannot use this Game Boy. This Game Boy I can't trade with because it just doesn't have the best connection with the cord. And I have actually corrupted my save file that had all of my shinies on it. And it was very scary, but luckily it loaded the backup save. But yeah, I use my frontlit I use this Game Boy right here, and then the front lit to trade, and I never had issues. But yeah, it was like I was disconnecting like mid trade, so it was like corrupting my save file. But it would load the backup, so it was fine. But yeah, like if you get yourself an R4 card and you have like a DS Fat or a DS Lite, there's a program you can download to the R4 that allows you to back up just like Game Boy Advance save files. So I did that with my Leaf Green that has all my shinies on it. But now I'm probably gonna homebrew one of my 3DSs because I know there's a program you can get with a modded 3DS that allows you to back up save files of like Gen 4 through 7. I think you can even do 3DS games. I think it'd be nice to have like backups of every save, and then have them all like be able to save the shinies but also send them up would be cool. Until the Switch, because the Switch is backwards compatible, so you can like keep moving them back and forth between games. But also there's home, so it doesn't matter. What sucks is you're hunting for Ladybug and Pattern Bush and get the haircuts after 8 encounters. Yeah, like, so, like, how did your game corrupt? Is it, like, a fake cartridge, or did you, like, actually do something detrimental by, like, turning it off while it was, like, saving or something? If it was a fake copy, then that makes sense, because those save files corrupt all the time. There's a reason why I don't use a fake copy of Leaf Green. My friend gave me a fake copy of Leaf Green. Would not save at all. Like, it would just corrupt every time you try to load it up. The fake copy of Fire Ready gave me though works fine. I just can't use it in a DS. If I so much as put it in a DS slot and try to like load it up, deletes the save file. So we don't do that. But we can do everything else on it, which is nice. We can trade, we can shiny hunt, and save the game. It's great. Might have been fake, you don't know, you threw it away out of frustration. Well, hopefully it was fake, because if you threw away an authentic copy, dang. I'm almost 9,200 in on Bidoof. Where's our shiny, man? Try to salvage what you could in a new rework on the Pogo avatar. I mean, like, my guy looks pretty normal. I just can't wear that mask anymore, which sucks. I'm bummed about that. Well, I can wear it. I just can't use it with the Furfrou hair, which was awesome. Wonder if I can use it with the Dino hair. I should check that. Let me see. Let's see. Hats. There's like a Dino hair that's like similar. Dude, I wish default to this. Okay, and then accessories, glasses. No, I can't do it with the Dino hair either. That's just annoying. I guess I just gotta use the Grand Oak glasses. Hats. Oh wait, can I not? Masks. Okay, I still got my Santa mask, so that's good. Yeah. I did rock this for a while, though, before I switched over to the Lugia mask. So it's not all bad, but it still sucks that they just, like, made it so you can't do that combo anymore. Those look very weird. I mean, mine just doesn't have any hair, so I might fix that later. But it doesn't really matter, because when you wear the fur-frou hair, it doesn't... Can't see your hair anyway. Instinct all the way. Instinct would have been my second choice after Mystic. I just chose based on the bird. It's just horrible. You missed the top hat and sunglasses because you cannot bear to look at your avatar. The same with those on. Wait, what? I'm confused. Is it, you like can't wear them, or it just looks weird now? I don't know. I guess I'll catch the Sawaddle that's here. Spark had the best memes back in 2016. Did he have memes? Weren't the memes basically he was just stupid? I just hit the minus. Yeah. I know they made him dab at one point. See me with the top hat and sunglasses looks like now? He just looks awful. Yeah, I want to see it. Let's see it. It honestly doesn't look that much different, I'm gonna be honest. The skin just looks more pasty, I don't know. It doesn't really look that much different. Everyone just looks like more plasticky, I guess. Every time you encounter Pikachu, it gives you a heart attack because you think it's shiny. That's weird. The shiny's kind of obvious. Although Let's Go's shiny Pikachu is actually not that good. The shiny Pikachus from other mainline games are like way more darker. Let's Go shiny Pikachu is just like more saturated. It's just not as good. But it's still obvious because of the sparkling. Because it's dark when you first encounter a Pokemon. Wait, what? Why is it? Oh, are you talking? Oh, man, I'm getting you mixed up with someone else. You're going in Fire Red, Leaf Green. Yeah. No, I totally get that. I shined myself so hard on stream at one point from a Pikachu. I was thinking because there was someone in chat who was hunting shiny Pikachu in Let's Go, and I just got that mixed up. Who was hunting Pikachu in Let's Go? I think it was Futon. It was Futon, nice. Yeah, no, I shined on myself so hard on Let's Go once, especially if you use... I was multi-hunting, or not in Let's Go, in Fire Red Leaf Green. I was multi-hunting.
Does put a smile on my face.
Joshua, thank you for the follow. Thank you for putting a smile on Thanos' face. I do appreciate it. Oh, you were hunting the rat. Yeah, Pikachu. But yeah, in Fire Red and Leaf Green, I had these two game systems had Fire Red, and then my two DSs were Leaf Green. And it's very subtle, but the DS screen is more of a like, well, it's more of a greenish tone, I guess. Not really. It's like kind of more of a greenish tone. It's so subtle you can't tell unless they're side by side. But and then the Game Boy Advances were like more of a reddish tone. So like when I would get multiple Pikachu at the same time on like different systems, the Pikachus on the Game Boys looked shiny compared to the Pikachus on the DS a lot of the time. And what's even worse is that Fire Red and Leaf Green shiny Pikachu is like more subtle than the other ones. Ruby Sapphire Emerald shiny Pikachu is like a lot more noticeable. Fire Red Leaf Greens is like a lot less noticeable. So I like Shine Node myself pretty hard at one point because I saw like the darker Pikachu just because that's just how the Game Boy screen looked compared to the DS screen. Just got home, looked at the YouTube stream thumbnail, and saw that your Go avatar got the Fendi. Yeah, my Go avatar casually has like $1,000 sweatshirt. So ridiculous. What a random, stupid collab. It's like, who is that collab for? Like, it's like for rich people, but like, I feel like most rich people are not like really Pokemon fans. Like, even if I was, like, super wealthy, I don't think I could justify spending $800 for a t-shirt. Like, that's just, it doesn't, like, even if it's, like, woven with the silk from the gods, I still don't think I would spend $800 on a t-shirt or $1,000 on a sweatshirt. Like, 100, 200, maybe. 800, 1,000, no. There's so many more important things you could buy than that. Just like so ridiculous. It's like that's what rich people do. They just like buy useless crap for way more than it should be worth. You're playing without sound, so you somehow phase on a shiny Pikachu, probably fail it. Yeah, I always play with sounds on because there's actually a ton of times where I would have failed shinies if I didn't have sounds on. There's times where I'm not paying attention and I'll hear the sparkles. Meanwhile, the rich people are the only ones who can afford secondhand games. True. You don't have to be rich to afford a secondhand game. You just need to, like, have some sort of income. Some sort of money. Like, second expensive for Pokemon games, but they're not, like, that expensive. Unless you're talking, like, Black, White 2. And, like, Coliseum and XD. Those ones are just expensive. But like Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby Sapphire, English, Authentic. Like anyone could just buy those, but it's just like, do you want to drop $80 to $100 on a Pokemon game? You know? That's just shiny Cramorant and just 40 eggs. Nice. You'll never know. Maybe the top whales are mostly hype gear addicts. I doubt it. Like, most people are Pokemon fans, but it's like, I just can't see people like, because like that kind of wear that's like I understand like high end stuff for like a couple $100s or whatever. But when you're pushing over $1,000 for a basic sweatshirt, that just means you have to be so wealthy you don't know what to do with your money. And I feel like those kind of people are not going to be interested in buying Pokemon merch. And on top of that, there's better Pokemon merch you can buy for cheaper. So like most people would just buy the cheaper stuff. You know? It's just like a really weird market that I feel like Fendi thing, that line, I wouldn't be surprised only sold like a few of their like products. I know that plush got sold out. There was like a Dragonite plush that was made out of like real leather and stuff, which was like kind of a really weird thing for Pokemon to be like partnering with a company bragging about using like real animal hide for like their plushes. But like for like the shirts and stuff, it's like, because I think the plush was like $2,000 too. It's like something ridiculous. But like the shirts, it's like the literal like t-shirt is like $800, and it's literally just like this kind of t-shirt, but like with Dragonite on it. Like it's such a basic t-shirt, and the design isn't even like that crazy. Like they didn't hire some crazy artist to like design that. It was, they literally just slapped in like an already existing artwork of Dragonite and then just put like the Fendi logo on it. Crazy. You want to catch a shiny Scyther in every Pokemon game, but you don't have a 3DS? Sounds like you need to get yourself a 3DS. I don't know what else to tell you. Hey man, when I got into Pokemon, the only thing I had was a Game Boy Advance SP and a copy of Fire Red. Eventually, I worked my way to owning every single system in every single game. Like, sometimes it just takes time. You just gotta save up, like, put your money... put some money aside, save up for it. Just like, just slowly work towards it. Like, but like you have brands like Balenciaga selling literal poverty drip for $3,000 USD. So logic's been thrown out the door a long time ago. Yeah, that's what I don't get. I don't know how companies like that stay in business. It really just makes wealthy people seem stupid. Like it really does. But again, it's like, it probably is, it's really only the people that have so much money that they don't know what to do with it. So they just throw it at like random useless clothing that's like not even that good quality. Like it's wild. It's wild that that even existed, that even exists. Like if I had a lot of money and I didn't know what to do with it, I'd probably donate a lot of it. As opposed to buying an $800 t-shirt. And if I was considering buying something that's like useless for $800, it'd probably be something better than a t-shirt. You know? Garage sales are also prime for games because those parents don't know how valuable the games are. I need to start going to garage sales this year. I always like want to, but it's like the thing is garage sales are crazy because you have to like plan to go to a garage sale. And I look for very specific things, so it's like it's always weird to me, like rolling up to some random person's house, walking around for 2 seconds, figuring out that there's nothing there I want, and then leaving. But I guess that's just how garage sales are. But yeah, every time I see a garage sale sign, it'll be like, oh, I'll go to this, but I'll be like in the middle of something, and the garage sale will end like when I'm done with said thing. And then it'll be like, oh, that's over, okay. They'll have it like one day only for like 3 hours, and it's like, okay, cool. Like I just changed my plans. But yeah, I hear people get some crazy stuff from garage sales. That'd be something I'd look into. Especially if you saw like some like old Pokemon cards and stuff, that'd be cool. Even if they're not good condition, I'd still love to buy them. You just pay someone hundreds to just give me their Go Shiny Jirachi. That's actually another, I know you're joking, but that's like another valid thing. Like a lot of like hardcore Pokemon fans that have money would probably just spend money on like Pokecoins in Pokemon Go instead of a t-shirt. Or like Pokemon cards, like really valuable Pokemon cards, not like a cheap t-shirt. You know? Like should you spend $800 on a cheap t-shirt with Dragonite on it, or should you spend $800 on like either like some crazy ridiculously like old school graded card PSA 10 or a few not so crazy cards graded PSA 10, you know? Like, to me, the choice would be clear. Like, I'd rather buy the cards. Does your community do garage sale days? No, we don't have, like, garage sale days. There's just when it's usually in, like, the spring and summer and sometimes fall. Just on, like, specific weekends, people do garage sales. You just see signs up, just like garage sale. I just waited 30 minutes for intense sunlight. That's cool. I'm actually going to put away Legends now because there's no point. Just going to leave. Just realized Metapod is 5% in Fire Red. Yeah, it's 10% in Leaf Green. Maybe you need to get yourself a copy of Leaf Green and Double Hunt. You just buy 4 cab cards with controller mod, and that'd take care of your excess money issues. Exactly. Like, there's so many more crazier, cooler, and more important things you could buy as a Pokemon fan than an $800 t-shirt that's, like, pretty basic. And this is coming from someone who's a graphic designer. I'm a graphic designer, and it's like, looking at this design... Let me open it up. Like, obviously I'm wearing it on my character in Pokemon Go because I love Dragonite. And it was free in Go. Let's go style. Okay. But like looking at this design, it's literally like I'm pretty sure this is like an already existing artwork of Dragonite that's just official, like an official artwork of Dragonite. And they just like slapped Fendi on it. And they, like, have the end partially covered up by the foot. Like, this is something that you could have made in, like, 10 seconds. I encountered an error. I'm good. So, yeah, it's like, this design is the equivalent of, like, a $5 t-shirt. It honestly probably... Like, this is the sweatshirt. I'm talking about the... I think the sweatshirt's, like, $1,000. But the t-shirt is like $800, and the t-shirt is literally like, it probably cost them less than $5 to make it. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, they didn't hire a graphic designer for that. They just slapped a logo on an already existing image, and then they're like, yep, $800. Think about the TikTok views. From what? From, like, buying an expensive Pokemon card? Or something else? You have Leaf Green, but you're hunting for a shiny Squirtle for a Dream Team quest. Then you gotta get yourself the Squirtle. You gotta just get the Squirtle. It's the only way. Iconic, to be honest, it makes your brain smoother by comprehending. Oh, buying hype gear? Oh, yeah, I like... See, that's, like, not something I see on, like, videos at all, because that's just not something I'm into. So I, like, forgot that was a thing that people did. They just, like, buy, like, stuff like that for really expensive just to show it off. What are we at? I'm gonna get to 11,400, I think. I don't even remember what I started at today. I guess I can look at the YouTube stream and just scrub back.
This does put a smile on my face.
Air likes pie. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for putting a smile on Thanos' face. I do appreciate it. Apparently we started at 1180 or 1182. So that's actually... We did... It's because we got no freaking distortions, but we actually did pretty good in 2 hours. You're so bored you're gonna make a layout for shiny Metapod? Do it. Yeah, the thing about like spending money on like certain things, like what's worth it or not, it reminded me of like, because I was talking about Pokemon cards. It really like something to like keep in mind if you want to collect Pokemon cards is that sometimes it's more worth it to just buy like a couple like older cards that are really cool than to buy like a bunch of like boxes and stuff from new sets and then like open them up and then get like mediocre hits. Which is what I've been doing lately, has been like, I bought like a few like pretty cool cards for like pretty cheap that are like, I think are really cool. And I'm gonna keep like doing that because I'm just not interested in the newer sets right now. SP Cam Hunters based, yeah, true. I just don't think it's worth buying capture cards. I have a capture card installed on my 3DS. But I think the USB port is broken because it doesn't work anymore, and I can't get it fixed. And I'm too scared to try to fix it myself. I don't even know how to take it apart. It's like sandwiched together. It's really weird. It's like a motherboard sandwiched on top of another motherboard, and I like can't access it. But in order for me to like effectively shiny hunt on stream and like through YouTube and stuff, I would have to spend like easily over $1,000 to get like a bunch of devices with capture cards, and that's just not worth it to me. Like, I think we do pretty well with the camera. Like, you guys can see everything well. Like, it just goes to show that you don't need like crazy expensive gear. And like this camera I bought, yeah, it was a couple $100, but it was like the cheaper camera. Like the high-end camera was like $1,000, and I still think this camera works great. There's some issues I have with it. The battery on it sucks. I have to have it plugged in all the time. The viewfinder doesn't really give an accurate view of what it looks like, which is kind of annoying. And then just some of the controls are a little wonky. But like once you get those settings correct and like you have like a good angle and stuff, it works great. And other than that, you can use like an iPhone. Like this was an upgrade from an iPhone. And the only reason I did this, I got a camera as opposed to using an iPhone, is because the program that I used that allowed me to stream my iPhone camera to OBS just like stopped working well. Like it got very stuttery. So I was like, I had to get a camera for it. If you're just recording and not streaming, you can just use an iPhone, like just a smartphone. Yeah, it does its job. And it does look like, I think the iPhone looks better close up than this camera, but when I do like 3 times, 4 times hunting like this and they're kind of far back, this camera has a lot better zoom capabilities. It can zoom out a lot farther than the iPhone, and also it looks better for like the far away stuff. Like an iPhone, on my iPhone, when I have like the 2 Game Boys and then like the 2 DSs, one of the DSs just always looks so weird. It's just like hard to tell what's going on from far away. But like on this camera, like it looks great. Man, I really hope I don't go 20k for this Mew. I got this new Mew plush. I need it to bring the luck. Oh. What if I told you that I actually have a plush for every single Pokemon, and it's like whatever I'm hunting, I just put behind it? Like, what if the next hunt I do, like Milcery or something, I just have like a Milcery plush behind it? How funny would that be? That'd be crazy. Alright, let me do one more Bidoof encounter. Alright, no shiny Bidoof. I am going to end it here. That's going to be it for this stream. Thank you to everyone who tuned in, and I will see you